Hey, what's up, everybody? Duran Singh here. Merry, Merry, Merry Christmas. Have faith you guys had a great time and everything. At home, just got a chance to spend time with my family. Had a great, beautiful time. Now I'm back home with myself. I can't say enough about having the second Christmas with my son. Great time. And it's just amazing for those who have little ones, kind of seeing them develop and grow from something like the size of like your fist to half the size of your body. So I want to definitely give a shout out to all those parents out there who are doing the best they can to parent and, empower their children to do better for them, not just for themselves, but for everyone else around them too. So I give lots of props up to you guys. It's been a while since I kind of touched base with you guys here on Periscope, and I've been just dealing with so much, stuff going on in my life. I'm not going to go into that right now, but, I just kind of been meditating a lot on it, and it's been helping me a lot, tremendously, kind of get through everything too. Because, the way I look at it is you got to always expect good things to happen. And when you expect good things to happen, guess what? You get good things coming from it too. So I just started doing that, and it just has created such a better, positive mindset for myself. And, one thing I wanted to talk about today for you guys is what we really fear is not really what it truly is. And it just kind of goes back to me. But we fear so much failure when we shouldn't be fearing failure, but we should actually be fearing succeeding in something that's not important to us, where we start making the unimportant things important to us. So the worst thing to do is think that you're doing something that's on track and right and has a purpose for you in your life, but it's completely opposite of that, or not delivering any value to your life. So that's why I tell people all the time, it's not fear or failure that should be the biggest problem, but more so succeeding in the wrong thing that should be the biggest problem. And going back to that is, we can become so scared of the problems that we face in life, and we can't be scared of the problems, because problems really truly equal opportunities for us, where you got to look at it as nothing easy in life has any value, where, I look at it as easy come, easy go. So things that come into your life quickly are going to leave quickly the same way. So there's going to be some type of, challenge for all those things. And every problem is going to become a challenge, but it's the challenges that are going to lead to success for you. So we got to look at those problems as opportunities for us, and problems really do equal success. Where you look at the path to success, we always look at it as being this smooth paved golden road where there's no problems that could ever arise, when really that road to success is probably the most treacherous road, most rugged and raggedy road you can possibly think of. And I look at it as have been so many people to try to walk that road, and they never get anywhere because they see how much effort they have to put into it to actually get somewhere. And that is the reason why most people don't look at success as being this great thing, but more so success as being a great thing because so few people actually obtain success. And then once again, success is really what you make of it. Success is nothing but a complete mindset, and mindset is really your way of thinking. Like your attitude, your way of thinking is what really controls your mindset and your attitude, for that matter. But your struggle is really going to be is going to help you progress through life. But we got to make sure that we figure out what we truly want in life. And that's the big question that you should start asking yourself. And I just started asking myself this recently, is what do you want? Hey, Sandy Marie, just start asking yourself, what do you truly want in life? And don't just think about it. I want you to write it down, put it on paper, and look at it every single day. And look at it as that's how you measure things. It's just like, people with their New Year's resolutions. The biggest problem why 98% of people fail with their New Year's resolutions is because come January 1 or December 31st, whatever day it is, they sit down and they write out all their goals for that new year, and they never look at it after that. So think about it. How can you figure out if you're actually on track to accomplish any of your goals when, I like what Tony Robbins, defines goals. He defines goals as something that people never accomplish, and it's kind of funny he says that because it's really true. Most people don't accomplish goals. And he says, don't focus on accomplishing goals, focus on accomplishing outcomes. So look at what you want to truly accomplish in life and then break it down into necessary steps, where I think most people look at goals as something that they just give up. Oh, well, I'm going to write a goal even though I know I'm not going to obtain it. And then we have that mindset, that kind of shifts us from being into that positive go-getter attitude and into that pessimistic, goals, I'm going to write them down and never do anything about them. And that's the biggest problem is people write goals down, but they don't do anything for them, so they can't expect anything. It's just like you can't expect, a furnace to give you heat if you don't give it wood. That's what Earl Nightingale said in one of his old audios. And I definitely like using that analogy because it makes a lot of sense. But figure out what you truly want. And then when you figure out what you want, ask the question, how can I get what it is that I want? And, I think the most powerful thing that you can possibly do for yourself is ask yourself a question. And, it's almost like a lost art of people asking questions. They just kind of go with the advice of people who haven't accomplished anything in life. So what they end up getting is the same thing that person that hasn't accomplished anything gets, So, look at it where if you want to obtain the certain thing of someone that is achieving great things, I want you to start modeling them and asking them questions and asking yourself, how can I get X, Y, and Z? Okay, and the best way to do that is to know what you want. You start off with knowing what you want, and then you can start creating the reasons why you want it, and then start, figure out how you can obtain those. But once again, don't be this person that comes January 1st that just goes ahead and writes down goals to never look at them again, because what you measure, you can improve, and what you measure, you can manage. If you don't look at it and you don't see yourself making any progress or regressing on it, then you definitely don't know if you're doing anything good or bad. And you'll be stuck the same as this year. If this year wasn't a great year for you, or this year was a great year, but you want to make next year even better, you gotta change, guys. You got to change what you're doing. To become the person you want to be, you got to do what you've never done. Plain and simple. And yes, it's easier said than done, but one thing that's very addicting is starting. Once you start something, it gets addicting to kind of keep doing it over and over and over again. But just keep in mind, guys, once again, I'm going to make sure that I get back on here a lot more often and deliver you guys more value and, help you guys achieve the greatness that you guys truly want in your life. But, it just starts with you guys knowing what you want and, having that burning desire to achieve it. Because with that, the prerequisite of a burning desire is, I apologize, the prerequisite of accomplishments is a burning desire. Have that burning desire and you can achieve any single thing that you want in this life. If you can see it, you can believe it, you can achieve it. All right, guys? This is Duran Singh here once again. I have faith you guys had a very beautiful and successful Christmas, and I will talk to you guys later. Duran Singh here. No one before me, after me will match my hustle, my grind, my mentality, or my passion, because I'm a rarity just like you. Have a great night and go get it.